Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today I'm starting something that I'm planning to continue every week in GTA Online as a follow-up to what to buy and what to avoid. And in this series I'm going to be telling you the best ways to earn money in any particular week of play in GTA Online, regardless of what bonuses are going on in the week. Now obviously if you got really good bonuses going, that's going to be one of the better ways to make money in any particular given week of GTA Online. However, even on the weeks where there's not any really good money bonuses, I plan to suggest some things that you can do to make money as efficiently as possible. So if this is something you guys want to see and continue seeing, please let me know in the comments down below. If you don't want to see this anymore, if you don't think it's a good idea, please also let me know in the comments. And any suggestions to improve this as a series are very welcome also in the comments. Now before we get into this video, leave a like if you guys enjoy, subscribe if you guys are new, and let's go ahead and get into it. Luckily this week we have a few good ways to make some money. So we're gonna go ahead and get started right now with the yacht missions. The yacht missions are still on 5 times money and RP. Now if you missed them last week, that's a shame because you missed out on a lot of really easy money. Now, no matter which yacht mission you play, you're gonna get paid a lot of money for completing it. But there's one in particular that I made a video on last week that I found to be particularly powerful, maybe even overpowered, for making as much money as possible in as little time as possible, using the super yacht life mission called D-Day. Now before we get into this, you're going to need to have completed these super yacht missions in order to replay them. D-Day is the last mission. It's also the one you're going to need to do this as efficiently as possible. Now of course for this you're going to need to own a yacht, or you're going to need somebody that you know that owns a yacht. You're also going to have the missions completed. Now, if you don't have them all completed, no big deal. Go and do them on 5 times money in RP. You're going to make a bag while you're doing it, and then you're going to get to the real money at the end. Now with the mission D-Day in particular, it's very good because there's a way you can completely skip the longest part of the mission, and it will kind of glitch out and finish the mission really early. So it's a really efficient way to make as much money as possible. Now the important thing to note is that the payment scales for these missions are based on how much time you've spent in the mission. Now 15 minutes is the absolute most it will ever get to, and that will max out at about $240,000 if you have 1 player in the session. However, with this method, if you have 4 players, you're actually going to make about $18,000 more per mission on average, because Rockstar also scales the payment with the amount of people that are playing the mission at the same time. So if you have 3 other friends to do this with, it's going to make you all a bunch of money, and you're going to make way more money every time you do it. Now with this mission and all the Super Yacht Life missions, the payment scales with how much time you put in, like I said. Now the ideal spot to complete this mission is going to be between 3 and 4 minutes, and there's a reason for this. At 3 minutes, you'll make $90,000 for completing the mission, unless of course you have 4 players. If you have 4, you'll make $108,000 per time you complete the mission in over 3 minutes. However, if you're willing to wait an additional 45 seconds, you'll get up to $120,000 for completing the mission in just after 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Now if you play that with 4 players, you're going to make $144,000. So it scales up pretty quick. So again, if you have people to play with, definitely do that. Even if you have 1 other friend, it's going to be more money every time you complete the mission with just 1 additional person. So I'd recommend getting a friend and doing these. Now here in the gameplay, I'm going to show you guys something quickly. My first mission I completed in 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and this was the payout I received. $60,000. However, I went back in and ran a second mission, and I completed the second mission in 4 minutes and 5 seconds, and I got $120,000. So double the payment for only another minute and 15 seconds roughly of game time. Realistically, if you complete it and time it perfectly and you complete that second mission in 3 minutes and 45 seconds, you're only spending an additional 1 minute in game compared to that 2:45 timer, but you're getting double the money. So it's a really good thing to stay for that 3 minutes and 45 seconds ideally. I spammed these yacht missions last week. I've probably made about 5 mil doing them just on stream. So it's a really easy way to make money. It's pretty brainless. What you're gonna do is get in the helicopter, you're gonna go to the barge, you're gonna land on the barge, you're gonna get out, or if you have a teammate, they can parachute out of the helicopter and they just have to get into the Kraken. That's gonna set the next checkpoint ahead. So what you're going to do is wait a certain amount of time and fly upwards in the helicopter. Once you get up high enough to make it to the yacht, you're going to fly directly to the yacht into the zone where you will start getting shot at by the yacht defenses. Don't worry, the third shot will kill you. The first two are warning shots. So jump between the first and second shot, or after the second shot, but very soon after the second shot. Then what you're going to do is try to land somewhere on the front of the boat. Ideally the helicopter. It seems like that helps, but this is really random and it's a glitch at the end of the day. But don't worry, you're not going to get banned for it either. If you can hit the helicopter, that's most ideal, because I guess it inflicts a little bit of damage to the helicopter. And what's going to happen is upon respawning, you're going to be in the submarine where you should have been if you had done the mission normally. You're going to surface, and one of three things are going to happen. The mission is either instantaneously going to finish, or it's going to say leave the area, or you're going to have to board the yacht and go and shoot some of the guys or get spotted, and then the helicopter is going to take off and get blown up, and then you're going to have to leave the area again. Those are the three ways this mission seems to go. I've heard of people having to chase down the helicopter occasionally, but that's only happened to me one time, and it doesn't seem like it's very consistent. So those three options are pretty much what you're going to get every single time. Then you're going to leave the area, or the mission's going to complete by itself. You're going to get paid, and you rinse and repeat. And if you're wondering why this happens, because technically you're not entering the next zone in the Kraken, something malfunctions with the yacht defense, and it actually thinks that the boss's helicopter on the yacht taking off is an enemy, and it shoots it and kills him instantly. Bit of a blunder on Rockstar's part, but not our fault that they did it this way, but we're certainly going to make a lot of money off it. So definitely do this. This is probably the best way to make money consistently this week, at least. However, we have another way to make money, and that is going to be by doing the priority file in the Garment Factory this week, which is the fine art file again. Same as last week, but it's reset. This is paying 4 times money, meaning that you're going to get $1,234,000 for completing it, and it'll only take you 30 minutes to do it. I was half paying attention and talking to my friends while also playing the fine art file for the first time ever, and I managed to do it in 27 minutes. Now, a tip with these Garment Factory missions is that you don't actually have to go back to the Garment Factory after you complete every one. Now, obviously, if your objective is to bring the helicopter back to the Garment Factory or bring something to the Garment Factory, just do that and then hop inside the Garment Factory to do your next mission. But you can also launch these missions from your phone. So for certain missions where it's like leave the area, you can just quickly pull up your phone once you're out of the area and start the next mission and get right on your way. You don't have to go back to the Garment Factory just to leave again and go back to your next objective. You can just go on your phone, go on the app, click the next mission, accept it, and go. That's the beauty of the Garment Factory. And being paid $1,234,000 for completing this mission is really insane. So definitely take advantage of this week, especially if you have a Garment Factory. Now, if you don't have a Garment Factory and you don't have a yacht, there's another way to make money this week. It's really quick and simple, and it's just a daily little thing. It's not going to be nearly as much money as either of these options. But we do have the daily shipwrecks on double money. Now, these are a fairly easy and good way to make some quick cash, and being that they're double money right now, they are paying $50,000. They normally pay $25K, but $50,000 for doing this, which takes no time at all, is really, really good. I'll leave a link to a website in the description of the video where you can find out the daily location for the shipwrecks to save you a bit more time, and you can make a good bit of money with these. Now, outside of these bonus money activities, the best way to make money this week is just going to be to run your regular businesses like you normally do, source CEO cargo with your warehouse technicians, and just play the game. I really hope some of you guys got yachts while they were on discount last week, because that's going to make the yacht missions a lot more profitable. Now, if you don't have a yacht, again, I would just recommend trying to find somebody who does. There's a lot of people that are going to be playing these missions and probably sending invites out. So link up with somebody. You might even be able to link up with somebody in the comment section on this video. Comment if you're looking for people to do the yacht missions with, guys. Anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for the video. That was the best ways to make money this week in GTA Online. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I really hope you guys like this series. I'm excited to keep doing it if it's something that you guys do want. But again, please let me know if it's something that you guys do not want, because I don't want to do it if nobody wants it. Thanks so much for watching the first installment of this series. I'm looking forward to doing more of these. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't. Consider subscribing if you guys are new. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Peace.